Those Disney bathroom selfies got y'all real upset, huh? Saying, oh, Lily, you can't take selfies in the bathroom. It's not appropriate. Well, let me remind you that literally every celebrity you've ever enjoyed on screen has at one point taken a bathroom selfie. For example, and it's not just celebrities. Any woman you ever meet has likely taken a photo in a public bathroom. Why, you ask? Because we look cute and we want to document it. So what is different about me that I'm not allowed to take bathroom selfies? The easy answer here is, oh, Lily, you're a trans woman, so you get held to a different standard. And that is true. But people judge trans women differently depending on how well they pass. If you pass, that means you don't look trans. I know that I don't pass. Trust me, I know. But passing privilege is a real thing. There are some trans women out there who, no matter how hard they try, will never be able to pass. Do those trans women deserve to be treated differently? No. They should be able to take bathroom selfies too.
Now, I know the people in the ABCD community aren't that intelligent, but you had all the time in the world to do your research and actually get pictures that match up with the pictures you took when you were in the bathroom. All the pictures you posted of these celebrities had them on their own with no one in the background. You know, the reason people were complaining about you taking pictures was because there were people in the background. But as I've said, I don't expect much from someone like you.
Women are smarter than men.
Men need to achieve a 2500 rating or higher to be considered a grandmaster in chess. Yet women only need to achieve a rating of 2300. That doesn't seem smarter to me. It seems like you want to be treated with kitty gloves and be given every advantage in the book for your shortcomings in life. That is so tough.
Viva Mexico!
Okay, buddy, back to Mexico you go then.
No! Please don't make me go back to Mexico.
I thought you loved Mexico.
Now, I know I'm trying to rationalize the minds of these people when they're not rational people, but I don't know how you can be celebrating your country, saying your country is so great, parading around your flags of the country that you're from, but then you don't actually move to that country. It makes absolutely no sense.
No. I only like the girls. Thanks anyways.
So as we're all very much aware, we are living through a chopped man epidemic, and there's a big shortage of baddies. It's gone so bad to the point that, like, if I see an attractive man, it genuinely makes my day. I was walking on the sidewalk earlier and I saw a cute guy in his car, so I waved to him and he smiled back at me. And obviously he drove away after that, but I was like, oh my God, a cute guy? This was at 6:50 p.m. It's 7:17 and I'm still like, oh my God. And I feel like this is going to power me through my evening. Like, wow, I actually saw an attractive man today. Like, diamond in the rough, needle in the haystack. Seriously.
I'm getting really tired of this, but we need to stop man on man hate.
Your perception of your truth is not the same for myself or anyone else.
Yeah, what is truth in a world that you're an eight?
And what societal standards in which country?
I must
in every country on planet Earth, she's not an eight. You're ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
In different places, different people like different things.
Yeah, he's so combative, bro. It's wild.
Well, he gets very upset and
I live in reality. Do you know what reality is?
That is the bottom line here, and I've been respectful. We're how many
It's not disrespectful. I'm just telling you what's true.
But to be fair, also, it's interesting to claim to be so religious and so close to Jesus and be so negative.
To tell the truth?
No, I'm just saying, just to be so
negative. What would Jesus do? He'd be like, you're a 10, sweetheart. Forget objective reality.
He would turn the other cheek.
If I believed
he would turn the other cheek.
Love me as one of God's children.
Yes.
He would have known that it's my journey and my life.
But he would know you're too. Whether he loves you or not.
And you know what? Being is not bad.
It's embarrassing, though, to claim the religion you have.
Which
is how negative. You're hypocritical.
There's no hypocrisy.
You claiming to love and be this one big thing, and then to be so negative instead of encouraging or say even anything in actually
love thy neighbor.
Unless you're that, right?
In actually a constructive way, you kind of just get pink and start yelling.
The only way that I can get a word in when you shrill harpies are screeching is for me to talk loudly.
Yeah, love to these people is accepting everyone and their bullcrap.
Why are they rating people during Pride Month?
Oh. Knows, man.
Fuck all your homophobia. Fuck all your racism. Fuck all your transphobia. Fuck all your xenophobia. Everyone go fuck yourself. Charlotte, if you're watching this, I love you.
That's your girlfriend?
Yeah, my trans girlfriend. You're on my Pride Month.
They're killing our Pride Month. What the fuck? Fuck eyes, bitch. Fuck eyes, bitch. Fuck eyes. nice.
Yeah, she definitely has high IQ. Before we get back into the video, if you guys are enjoying this video, like the video as much as possible, subscribe to the YouTube channel, make sure you hit that bell so that you get notified when a video comes out and so that you can watch more craziness and more funny videos as well. Also follow me on Instagram, TikTok and X at YinkaThatGuy, and let us get back into the video.
When men say 100 women versus accountability, can you give an example of what you mean by that?
How do you rate women so well?
I think of a man, and I take away reason and accountability.
What's the weirdest thing about conservatives?
They're all repressed.
What do you mean by that?
They like to pretend that they don't want to then they their wives, their husbands, and their mistresses behind everyone's backs, and then they like to pretend that they're to the front.
The lack of self-awareness is completely amazing. The fact that you could say someone else is weird while you look the way you look and do the things you do is amazing.
One last personal fact. Most trans kids know that they're trans between the ages of 3 and 7. My daughter knew around 2.5. She knew. I didn't. I often tell my kids that I'm not smarter than you. I just know different things. And the things that our kids know that we don't, those are the things that make all the difference and the ones we should really listen to. My child is not mentally ill. To begin gender-affirming care, she had to speak to more healthcare professionals than probably anyone in this room ever has.
Yeah, we need to take this guy's kids away from him and then also check his computer, laptop, or wherever he has hard drive.
Illegally. I'm gonna let you in on something. I genuinely do not give a fuck if somebody is here without documentation. Like, maybe that's a hot take. If that's their only crime, it's a victimless crime. If they are just here because they have family here and they want to make a better life for themselves, they should be put on a path to citizenship. That is the appropriate solution.
I think a lot of guys just start saying stuff in college to make liberal women like them, and then that just becomes like their personality after. Because what he's actually saying when you strip away the vibes is that we should be the first country on the planet to just not enforce immigration laws. Any third world immigrant that can scrounge up enough money for a plane ticket or just walk across the border, they just live here now. We just give them the papers and they just have access to like our social welfare programs, our healthcare system, our education system, our job opportunities, and then they can just flood local communities and disrupt their cultures, which I'm sure no one will take advantage of, and it won't be too many too, even though we've thrown rule of law out the window. And I'm sure no politicians will take advantage of this free-for-all policy, even though illegal aliens still count in the census despite the fact that they can't vote, which actually boosts the number of representatives that a particular state has in Congress, which is basically like a 3/5 compromise minus, except it's 5/5 and there's no compromise. But no, everybody's good. Nobody would do that. It's like, it's just so stupid.
Hi!
Can you tell me about your dog?
This is Honey. He is a gay, gender-fluid, golden retriever Afghan hound mix.
Yes! How did you know that he was gay?
We have another dog named Charlie. He's about 7 years older than Honey, and they are completely inseparable.
Oh, hi! Happy Pride! Okay, well, that's the gossip.
Just so everyone's clear and on the same page, if you voted for Donald Trump in either election, you're a bad person. If you continue to support Trump in his antics while he's currently in office, you're a bad person. If you have a problem with the protests going on in LA right now, with what's going on with ICE, and you're okay with what ICE is doing, you're a bad person. If you find what's going on in Gaza okay and you don't have a problem with it, you're a bad person. It's no longer about politics, it's about human decency and just having basic empathy and morals. It's no longer a gray area.
Oh, wow. How surprised am I that someone who looks like you believes in everything you believe? I can guarantee you came to your conclusions by actually thinking on your own and doing your own research. I believe that is definitely how you came to your conclusions. You weren't on social media and seeing everything that was popular and following it along. You didn't do that. You did your own research and still fall into the same categories that most people who look like you do.
Do we need men?
Fuck no, fuck men.
Do we need men?
No.
Do we need men?
No.
Why?
Nobody needs men.
Do we need women?
Yes.
Do we need women?
Yes.
Why?
Because they're hot.
We need women.
Do we need women?
Yeah.
Yes, who's gonna do my dishes?
Shout the season.
First off, let me say, I am so happy you think I'm as young as you think I am. I turned 40 this year. So hi, you know someone in their 30s, almost 40, who uses they, them pronouns. And then my other portion I would like you to sit back, pause, and reflect on is that if you don't know anyone in their 40s or older, possibly even 30s, who use they, them pronouns, it could be because of the types of comments you're leaving on my videos. Just something to think about. Genderqueer individuals like myself, we have always existed. Always. Bye.
Yeah, I know bullcrap when I see it. There were too many people who didn't have all of this rainbow hair colored, rainbow glasses back in the day for you to tell me that you existed apparently. And it really wouldn't even make sense because according to you, gender is a social construct. So that social construct would have had to been there at the time for it to be a real thing. So yeah, it's obviously just a social contagion that's going around because everyone keeps talking about it. It's just fake make-believe nonsense. And as I've said before, it's just Santa Claus for adults.
Did you see this and what was your reaction to it?
Well, first of all, I thought if he's a Star Wars fan, he should know he should be holding a green lightsaber.
Yes.
Not an evil red lightsaber. So my comment was proof positive he's full of Sith. You got to do it with humor, I think. Have fun with it.
Yeah.
Mock him. That's the kryptonite to malignant narcissists.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm sure this will surprise all of you, but that photo right there, that's a meme. People make memes. They put them on the internet, and sometimes Trump himself, or in this case, his staff, posted one of them on the White House account. And just like that, all of you people, you lose your sense of humor and you have a meltdown. To the point that you literally slapped a AI-generated label on it as if people would look at that and think Trump is a Star Wars character. So, looking at all of this, you don't seem like you're having fun with it, especially considering that your entire timeline on X looks like a therapy session for Trump derangement syndrome.
I have to send them to Cambodia for my boss.
Who's your, what do you, no.
Yes, I do.
No. That's what he's been telling us too. So we actually called the police.
Yeah.
They just haven't taken it serious enough yet, so there we go.
I think it's in a public place it's legitimate. I'm sorry, what? I think what we're getting from the police is that it's not it's legitimate. What he's doing.
Mayor.
We've been here 45 minutes and they keep saying, well, who are you with? I'm a citizen's arrest person.
I'm a local, and I've seen the post on Facebook and came.
I came to mail.
Stranger?
Yeah, we were trying to detain him in the post office.
Oh, they said it's not illegal?
Well, no, we're waiting to find out if it's not illegal. So all of us can go home.
I googled his badge and I couldn't find the company.
Pat him down. You want to pat him down?
Of course not. You want to find out too? No, I just don't know why you're seeing.
I mean, you know, if I just leave, I won't get in trouble.
Well, no, you will because it's in City Hall.
Well, I will be at City Hall next, yeah.
We've called them 3 times. They haven't come. Not enough people called, I guess.
They're putting me on Facebook?
Are you going to call them too?
It's really funny to watch how clueless people are of their own laws. It's really funny once you see them in action and how stupid they are. And if you really deeply think about how stupid what they're saying is, you'll realize these people don't know anything. And once again, they vote.
Man, how it feel, man? You ain't gotta take your kids to school and worry about if their parents gonna be there when they get home, man. How do you feel? How grateful should you be? You don't have to worry about that. It's kids going to school and coming home and their parents not there. Children. Come on, y'all. Come on, man. Y'all know this ain't right, man. Come on.
Because those people didn't commit a crime. If you commit a crime and you've not been caught, it might be the case that you'll be under pressure for the rest of your life because of the fact that, you know, you committed a crime.
My first Mother's Day, and we are a 2-mom family, and we don't know if we just celebrate together or if we should swap off every other year, or if one year it's Mother's Day for me and one year it's Father's Day for me. Not quite sure how to do it. We both want to make sure we both feel special on those days. And we also want to consider the fact that there's going to be Father's Day growing up for our little girl, and we don't want her to feel left out.
Everything is about you. What do you even mean by Father's Day? You don't even know what a man or woman is. And why do you want to celebrate both? Why don't you just celebrate one? Why do you feel the need to be in both? It's absolutely crazy.
I've had to cancel Bonnie Blue's petting zoo.
Ha! Good. I'm glad. And listen, I'm not one to judge or be happy that somebody's business deal has fell through. But this is a classic example of money over morals. And I ain't judging because of what industry she's in, because look at Becky Mill, Rebecca Goodwin. She's in that industry, but she's a prime example of someone who's got morals. But you know, some people don't have morals, they're only interested in money, and they don't care what harmful, negative message they're putting out there to people and to the youth. Do you know what I mean? She's about to let 2,000 men do whatever they want to her. Probably ballied up while she's in a box tied up. And the things she says as well, and I know it's for rage bait, and you know, I do social media, but I choose not to use and abuse my audience like peasants, like idiots, and trigger them just to get that view, to get that cash. You know, completely dismissing them as a person and just seeing them as a tool that I can use and abuse and dispose of. You know, like narcissists. So I don't agree in rage baiting anyway. I think it's the lowest form of attention. I feel like, you know, have you not got anything else to do? No. So you have to resort to rage bait. But then some people take it too far, like Bonnie Blue Waffle, and I put harmful messages out there to men. You know what I mean? Like, as if we haven't got enough issues with men, and she's now telling them, oh yeah, it's all right to cheat on your wife. You know what I mean? Because she's lazy. Come to me and I'll give you what you want, because this is what... Like, she's sending us backwards in time. You can tell, though, that she's just, like, cold. You know what I mean? You've got to be cold and calculated and a bit narcissistic to not give two shits about the people you're influencing in a negative way. She, you know, she looks intelligent, but she also looks like she don't give two shits about anyone but herself. So I just think it's bad, though, when... you've got a platform and you're being invited on TV because it's all about the views and the clicks. Forget about the harmful message. You know, we're just clicks and the views and the cash today. Forget about the long-term problems.
Yeah, as stupid as Bonnie Blue is, I don't think you could say that people in the OF industry have any morals. They are both prostitutes, and this is the result of feminism. Feminism said that you should be able to do whatever you want as long as you're not harming anyone. I don't know how in the blue hell you can come to the conclusion that she's doing something wrong just because she's doing it as much as she likes. And then in the same breath say someone in the same industry as her is fine and she's a moral person. You're part of the problem, and people like you allow people like Bonnie Blue to be created, and now you want to cry about it.